most disturbing videos breaking the internet, all different types of conspiracies. We got to dive in on today's episode. How are you all feeling? Most disturbing video. Ethan, 17 in the building. How are you feeling? We are just starting. Once everyone gets in here, so many different disturbing conspiracies we're going to dive into. What is the 13 months? Mandela Effect. AJ in the building. The transporter. See you with your red life vest. It looks great. Guys, membership is available. You can become a member for 99 cents, or if you have more coin, you can become something else and level up your life vest. Make it all the way to the black belt of life vests on these dark waters. Be sure you hit that like and subscribe button to support your boy, and check out my second channel, Dark Waters 9, in the comments below. We have a great rhythm over there on the new channel. Be sure to join in on all the action and don't miss anything. Click the bell icon for notifications all. How are you feeling? Dee in the building. No late pass needed. Your boy is recovering from getting sprayed. I don't know what happened. Somebody got sprayed. They got in contact with me. I caught the spray. I don't know. But the spray is going away, y'all. Your boy is feeling better. Throat still hurt. Nose still, but we still on these waters no matter what. Duke Nukem. Muhammad. From Indonesia. Guys, we are international. Only like 60% of people that watch me are in the United States. The rest is international. How cool is that? Shout out to all my people from beyond the waters. Hello from Milwaukee. Indigo King, what's good? Guys, we got a banger lined up for today. We have a banger lined up for today. A lot of people messaged me saying they wanted more about the 13 months. So we're going to dive in a lot deeper on that. Filling a few missing pieces. Eagle, I see you with your purple life vest. He's up there. Been following your boy for a minute. I appreciate your support. Oh, that Tesla. I heard about that Tesla. We might have to dive into that later. Gary in the building. What's good? Will of the Moon. I like that name. Yeah, guys, this is just a live event. We're just waiting for everyone to get in here. Then we're going to start the show. Lots of different stuff to get into. Definitely a banger tonight. Hope everyone's feeling good. Baby Turtle, I see you with your red life vest. Let's go. Buckle up, bucko, with the laser eyes. Guys, I shouldn't have did that. Once I'm feeling a little bit better, man, we're gonna turn up on this channel, man. Get back to laser eyes and all that. Eagle in the UK, England, let's go. Much love from the UK, man. I got nothing but love from y'all out there. You guys got those mercury rectifiers y'all need to harvest up over there. A lot of them. That's for another video. More book reading, please. Man, I didn't think... I was looking at my my analytics, and it was dropping a little bit when I started reading a book. So I was like, maybe y'all don't want to see me read the book, but we got other books we're gonna drive into. We finished the first story like we set out to, though. We said we were going to finish the story of the navigator beyond the ice walls, and we did. There's 2 more parts to the book, but I don't think y'all ready for that. We might have to make it a little bit more entertaining for us. Memento Mori, love the beat you got playing. Thank you. Yeah, I'm feeling better day by day. I got sprayed. I'm coming back from being sprayed. You know? They got me. Yo, Chuck, they're serious Tartarian. Hey, we really, around here on these waters, we've run across them. We know. Tony from New Orleans, what's up? Indigo King, real recognize real. Keep the party going with the Finberry Cologne, aka $5. Let's go. That's huge, Indigo King. Thank you for that. That's definitely getting the party started. Could do a side group discreetly for the reading, bro. Yeah, I could, but I'm gonna incorporate some more reading with the Tartarian book that I have. It's all the way over there. Your boy ain't feeling the best. The spirit's willing, but the body's like, But yeah, y'all seen them. I got all types of books we're gonna dive in on the future. But I gotta have it like planned out for us, different chapters and whatnot. But we gonna definitely get back to it, guys. I didn't forget. Like Buddha Mike, let's go. They dropping nanotech, man. They nanoed your boy up. No Overwatch Anna. They straight nanoed me. Some of us are getting our Tartarian memories back. I'm telling you. The pieces are linking up. Buckle up from Idaho. Eagle in the building. Let's go. All right. We got close enough. That's enough people in here. I ain't tripping. Put honey on onion. It will heal you. Aren't you supposed to put that in your sock or something? Or are you just supposed to drink it? I heard onion definitely has healing properties, y'all. But all right, y'all. We got a banger. Better buckle up, bucko.
Ever considered why a year, with 365 days, doesn't neatly fit into 12 equal months? Our Gregorian calendar is strangely irregular. Imagine if we had 13 months, each with 28 days. Imagine every month.
I'm gonna try to DJ behind these videos, so if it gets too loud, just let me know. I don't want it to overpower the video. Let me turn it down a little bit so we get a little bit of background music. Just let me know in the comments. I'll do my best, y'all. We DJing and we reacting.
Starting on a Monday and ending on a Sunday with an extra day at the end of the year. So, why hasn't this happened? Enter the 13-month calendar conspiracy. Imagine this. Powerful businesses, religious institutions, and governments are resisting the change. Why? Because it would disrupt their established routines and traditions. Sticking to the status quo, they argue, is simpler than overhauling a system that's been in place for centuries. What's the evidence? It's all around us. Ancient civilizations used the 13-month calendar. Even today, it's employed in accounting for its practicality and efficiency.
Is it really? Is there any accountants that can verify that information? Do they really calculate that? That's interesting.
It's there if you look closely. So, what do you think? Perhaps it's time to question, is our calendar system truly the best, or is there a conspiracy to keep it the way it is?
1775 and 1776 New Testament Bible. I want you to see some of the details I was talking about the other day, the 13 months. I want you to see the first page where there's a really nice inscription here to Prince James, not King James. Plus the original owners, this Bible right here was owned by a gentleman who was part of the Revolutionary War. And I'll tell you the story about it as well tonight. So I actually had a few people say that the way I handled this Bible made it look like it was a copy, it's disrespectful, blah, blah, blah. This Bible right here, if you see how thick it is, it's not made like the new Bibles out of thin Bible paper. This is real paper. This is like hardcore paper. So it's durable, and it's lasted since 1775. The cover has come off, unfortunately, so let me put that down. And I'm just going to bring you through a couple of the details in here that I think are really amazing. This right here is the most important page because it's the main page of the Bible. I'll let you see it right here. The Holy Bible containing the Old and New Testament, translated out of the original tongues, and with the former translations diligently compared and revised. By His Majesty's special command, appointed to be read in churches, Cambridge, 1775. So that's page.
Now, I heard some of you guys mention the 1775, and this is my first time actually seeing one. And the fact that they might possibly have the 13 months in there, that's interesting, guys. For entertainment purposes only. This entire video is for entertainment purposes only. Do your own research on everything. Don't believe everything you see.
Page 1. But I want you to see what I think is even more important, which is this right here. This right here. Let's see if I can just hold it for you guys to read this. But look at that main title. To the Most High and Mighty Prince James, by the grace of God, King of Great Britain, France and Ireland, defender of the faith and country. So cool. So that's the first page of the Bible after you get through that 1775 main section. So this is what I really want to draw your attention to. This is the New Testament, as you see, translated out of the original Greek. The New Testament of our Savior and Lord Jesus Christ. And then look at below. Same thing, Cambridge, but it says it was actually printed a year later in 1776. But let me draw your attention to this over here. The original owners of this Bible, Stephen Howell was born October 23rd, 1744. Eunice Howell as well, 1744. And then this is their children here. Silas, 1778. Oh, that was 1773 as well. And Lewis Howell was born 76. And then Stephen Howell in 1784. I did the research and I actually found the owner of my original Bible. His name's Stephen Howell. If you look him up on Google, you'll find he was born in 1740.
Yeah, I agree. He should be having some type of gloves on his hands. Not the best care for it. Like, you know, don't they have like special manuscript gloves you can be putting on? That's a very good point. Whoever said that.
44, if you put this date in there. October 23rd, 1744, Stephen Howell. And you will see he stood beside George Washington and he fought for this country. This is a patriot's Bible, and I have it. So let me go to the end here where we were looking at the months of the year. Here we go, table of time, end days of the week. Let's take a look at this together because I had a few questions on what the names of the months were and how 2 months could be 1 month. I'm just going to let it sit here for you to read. And as you go one by one, you realize that they're sharing months to call these months. Now, what is intercalary? Because Vader, 13, intercalary. Maybe that's the one day. Ooh. It's not 13 months, guys. It's 12 months, 28 days apiece. And then Vader is the 1 day a year to get us to 365. I think that's what that is. All right, guys, there's so much to unravel here. So it looks to me like they use the table of time as a zodiac. So each month is really 2 months, just like the zodiac. But what's more interesting is I think I was incorrect. I believe the 13th month, which you see there as Vader, what I think that is you have 12 months at 28 days.
So is he saying the 13th month, the name is Vader? I don't know. That doesn't even sound right. You know, Vader? I don't know. But there, you see it right there, but that's interesting. How come it wouldn't be over on the right side, though, is my question.
Vader is not the 13th month. Vader is the 365th day each year. It's the first day of the year. It is April 1st. But why is it April 1st? And why is Vader April 1st? Because that is the day Jesus was born. April 1st. April Fool's Day. They really did make fools out of us, didn't they? Leave a comment.
That's like a huge bad joke if it's true. Like, can you imagine how crooked you gotta be to name that April Fool's Day? Where else did it come from? We might need to dive into April Fool's Day because something's not adding up.
Comment below, let me know what you think. Do you think I'm right about this? That Vader is a single day, and it's the one day a year that starts it all off, the first day of the year. Vader, Father's Day. Well, Jesus' birthday.
So maybe instead of New Year's, it's called Vader, and it's not even counted as a day. That's what I'm getting from it. But that is extremely interesting.
So basically we have here is a really cool old Bible. 1775 Old Testament, 1776 New Testament. Let me know if there are any passages you'd like me to look at in here. Mandela Effect stuff, whatever. I'm happy to continue the...
Hold on, did he just say Mandela Effect? Did he just say Mandela Effect? Y'all know what time it is. Hit that like and subscribe button. We're going that route. We're doing that option. We're going down the Mandela Effect. What is going on?
The research on my Bible from 1775. Share and follow for more.
14 Mandela effects that make you doubt the past.
Check out my second channel in the comments below if you haven't already. If you're new around here, don't know what's going on, you need to get in the loop. Second channel is in the comments below. Dark Waters 9 is the new channel. Hit like and subscribe. 240 people in here, let's go.
Alexander Hamilton never served as the President of the United States. He was actually the first Secretary of the Treasury. Disney's Mickey Mouse character has a tail. Curious George has never had a tail. Some people remember different numbers of rings around the bullseye in the Target logo, but the one on the left is the correct one. The Berenstain Bears are actually called the Berenstain Bears. The Raisin Bran son doesn't wear sunglasses. There's no hyphen in the name of Kit Kat chocolate bars. In I Love Lucy, Ricky never actually said, "Lucy, you got some splaining to do." Shaggy from Scooby-Doo doesn't have a prominent Adam's apple. The song from Grease is actually Greased Lightnin', not Grease Lightnin'. Jiffy peanut butter doesn't exist. It's Cheez-It, not Cheez-Its. It's Captain Crunch, not Captain Crunch. Those onion ring snacks are called Funyuns, not Funyuns. Which of these facts shocked you?
These are some of the creepiest examples.
I don't know. Shaggy's tongue, Adam's apple was a little suspect. If I can get it. Mickey Mouse, I feel like, always had a tail. Funyuns, I believe it just was, there was no yuns after it. But yeah, Shaggy, oh, I just had it. But yeah, Shaggy, guys, that one, because I watched a lot of Scooby-Doo in my past. And I'm telling you, he had to have that Adam's apple. What do y'all think? Baby turtle in the building, let's go. All right, y'all, let's continue.
Called Funyuns, not Funyuns. Which of these facts shocked you?
These are some of the creepiest examples of the Mandela effect. At number 1, we have the sun from Raisin Bran. This picture right here is not actually what the sun looks like. Actually, he does not have sunglasses. This definitely threw me off because growing up, I for sure thought that he had the sunglasses on, especially as a kid. That's just weird. And at number 2, we have Kit Kat. Now, this one doesn't affect me too much, but there's a lot of people out there who believe in this one. And it's whether or not there's a hyphen in the name. There is no hyphen, and I don't think I remember it having one, but I could definitely see where people...
I don't remember no hyphen either, guys. Do you guys remember a hyphen? He had the Adam's apple. I agree, Jeff. The tail, yes, Kitty.
People are coming from. Number 3 is Woody from Toy Story, and this completely threw me for a loop. But just watch this.
There's a snake in my boots.
They never said boots. There's a snake in my boot. Boot. That's one for real. There's a snake in my boot.
A small change, but Woody saying boots with an S instead of just boot, that does not sit right with me at all.
And how can a snake even be in 2 boots? Is it just gonna quantumly separate half of its body and be in each pair? No. There's one snake in 1 boot.
Oh.
Book. The Bernstein book.
Okay, I've heard this one a lot, and I do remember Bernstein Bears too. I swear, I remember it was Bernstein Bears. But I went to my bookshelf because I knew I still had some of the books that I had growing up, and I grew up in the 80s and 90s, and I found one. So this Berenstain, I remembered it being an E, but it is an A. It is in fact an A. And that was my signature, like when I was learning how to write cursive back in probably 2nd or 3rd grade. I'm 41, so this book is at least 30 years old. I'm confused. I'm very confused. What is the date? I would like to know the date, copyright date on his book. Because this one, if you can read it, says 1987.
Crazy Mandela effects that I can guarantee you have not seen before.
The Bernstein Bears, I never really paid attention too much. I never was a huge reader. Like, I remember all the books. Boxcar Children, what was it? Lord of the Flies, what was To Kill a Mockingbird. You know, the stuff they made us read that, you know, I really didn't. You know, it's like, I don't know. For me to pay attention to the Bernstein to see if it's an E or A, it's tough. I can't really call that one, y'all.
These will genuinely blow your mind and make you question everything. Now, unless you want to be absolutely terrified out of your mind, then just keep on scrolling. Honestly, this will keep you up all goddamn night. First up, Disney. Probably everyone remembers this. Yeah, Tinkerbell dotting the I in the intros. I remember this vividly, like, I clearly remember this happened. Well, it didn't.
I never once remembered Tinkerbell. I never even watched the movie Tinkerbell, or if it's a movie. If Tinkerbell's a movie, I never watched it. I don't know if she's part of a movie or what, but I couldn't tell you. I never seen it. I watched that Fantasia, and she I don't remember her dusting anything off.
And it never did. What? A lot of people swear that they remember a robber emoji and a hiker emoji which looks similar to this one right here. Now, especially the robber one, I remember that extremely clearly. Like, I used that, I swear. But it never existed. Apple didn't remove it or anything. It just never existed. Now, your parents will no doubtably remember the book and everything, The Bernstein Bears. It was extremely famous. Everybody knows it was called The Bernstein Bears. But it's always been called The Bernstein Bears.
Fruit Loops is not spelt Fruit Loops. It's spelt Fruit Loops. The Mandela Effect is gonna have you second guessing some things. Cruella never wore a Dalmatian coat. Her coat was always plain. Another Mandela Effect.
No, she had the coat. I've watched that movie. Her coat was definitely Dalmatians, wasn't it?
Is the Coca-Cola logo. Now we all know it has a dash, but which dash is the correct one? Just when I thought I was right, I got it wrong. Fun fact, Coca-Cola actually had coca in it. I'm talking booger sugar. If you ever watched Scooby-Doo, then you will remember that Shaggy had a big Adam's apple. Now when you look at those same episodes, you realize that it was never there. Which bugged me out so much that I made it my life goal to find it. Although he could have just been swallowing. Pause. I know I'm not the only one with these Mandela effects. So it's either they didn't put their devices on high, or people just out here tripping.
Mandela effects. Robber emoji.
What is that? Is that for everyone or for Apple, I mean? Sup, yo, fam, so much love. I have 2 of them Bernstein books. Keep up the good work, Chuck, says Evans with the $19.99 donation. Thank you, brother. Guys, I don't know about this Robert emoji. I'm not sure.
Never existed. Tinker Bell. Never appeared in the intros. Fruit of the Loom. Never had a cornucopia. The logo. It was always written like that.
TEUNES. I have to agree.
Febreze. Only has one A. Monopoly Man. Never had a monocle.
He definitely had a monocle. Literally, Ace Ventura. Didn't Ace Ventura knock somebody out because he had the monocle like Monopoly Man? Are you kidding me? This is definitely one. Because Ace Ventura knocked him out, didn't he? Guys, jump in the comments below. What are your thoughts?
Skechers. There's no T in Skechers. The hyphen in Kit Kat. Never existed. Nelson Mandela's death in prison in the 1980s. Never died in prison in the 1980s, but died in 2013.
I'm going to show you guys video evidence of the Mandela Effect. But what is the Mandela Effect? It's a very strange phenomenon where a large group of people remember a past event very differently from what is believed to be today. For instance, Nelson Mandela, he died in 2013, but a lot of people remember him dying in the 1980s. The same thing with Looney Tunes, and the same thing with the Monopoly guy, and the list goes on. But how do we explain such a thing? A lot of people believe that we're not living in the same alternate reality that we were in 10, 20, 30 years ago. But what happened? Why? And when? And why?
I'm glad you guys agree with me with the monocle. Yes, Ace Ventura. He said, shall I? La-da-dee, la-da-da. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Is there any video evidence of such a thing? An internet account by the name of the Thought Police has been recording strange videos of this very old phone. A lot of people believe that this old phone is actually capable of recording glimpses of this alternate reality that we do not live in anymore. Here's one, for instance. I'm going to show you guys a couple of videos, starting with this one from Britney Spears. A lot of people remember her using a plaid skirt in this video clip, but she's not using a plaid skirt anymore. Here he goes with the phone camera, the plaid skirt. She never used the plaid skirt. In this video clip, for instance, a lot of people remember Britney Spears using a microphone. Here he goes with the camera, the microphone. But she never did use a microphone. What is going on? The same thing with the laughing cow cheese. See how he passes his finger in front of
I think she did have a microphone. They tripping on that one.
the camera to prove
My fault. I was saying, let's try to get it to 300 likes, guys.
this is not CGI. This is not a camera trickery. You see? Check that out. What is going on here? The same thing with the Monopoly guy. He's using a monocle. I remember him using a monocle. But he never did. If you search for Google, if you Google search him, the Monopoly guy, it says that he never used a monocle. What is going on?
No parece funcionar.
I feel like the Monopoly guy made the monocle famous. You know? You know a good loophole? I wonder if we could find like an old picture of like a McDonald's game. Cause you guys know that game used to play on McDonald's Monopoly? What if we could find like an old fry bag with it? Cause then that might be the missing key. Let's see if we can do it real quick. Let me show you something. Fire Marshal Bill. I know you all ripped them off them hash browns. Don't pump fake with me. You done ripped off a couple of them boys trying to get them off the hash browns. McDonald's. Old Monopoly game. Uh-oh. Nothing. Let me bring you guys in. I'm not seeing nothing. You would think he would have the monocle, but he doesn't. Not even on the old Monopoly pieces. They really done Mandela'd us. You know, I'm starting to get a little ticked off. They spraying us. They Mandelaing us. They about to beam us. We can't get to the ancestral lands. And y'all took the monocle away. How many Hydron Collides do y'all have to do? Is the question here. McDonald's Monopoly game pieces. Man, they might have not really. They completely scavenged our dimension of the monocle. McDonald's vintage Monopoly pieces. McDonald's vintage Monopoly game pieces. Guys, this is wild. Joe, what up? They completely wiped our dimension. Look. Look at this. I don't see it nowhere, y'all. I thought I had them. I really thought I had them, y'all. I'm like, okay, what about the Monopoly pieces in McDonald's? But they completely wiped our dimension, guys. This is where we're at. The Mandela Effect. All right, y'all know what time it is. Let's get back to it. Now, he pulled out the old Nokia phone. I never seen a Nokia phone like this in my life. I guess you can do it with any phone that was made after the 2000s. Is that what it is? Joe, that's for you, brother. Let's go. Evans.
see it? And then back out here, normal. Yeah, what the fuck? That shit is changing right there. Anyway, shit is changing right.
Man claims to be able to see into a parallel dimension.
Did the numbers just literally fade though? Did it just go from an E to an A? Or am I tripping?
Here, normal. Yeah.
I'm muted a little bit because he's got a potty mouth. I'm just trying to figure it out. It did change. Man, it might have been an E. It definitely might have been an E. That's crazy. Did y'all see that? It literally changed. Wait till y'all see it.
Keep on it, on it, on it, on it.
I think they hit us with that Jiffy one back in like 2005 because it's been Jiff for a minute, but I do remember it being Jiffy vaguely. I'm sick from the fog. I'm sick too. Boy, swimming in deep waters. Yeah, I did see where that guy opened a portal in his room. That was crazy. Just using the vibration from his speaker. You know, I'm not saying it's real, but I seen the video.
Man claims to be able to see into a parallel dimension with old silver.
Keep on it, on it, on it, on it.
Now I wonder, why does it work? Is it like the old technology we had that makes it work? I might have to get one of these. That's the next step. I might have to get one of these boys, y'all. Chick-fil-A ain't even been out that long, has it? You know, I haven't seen it too much where I'm at. You know, it's a new thing where I'm at. Chick-fil-A? Oh, I couldn't tell you. You know what? It did used to be Cheez-Its, didn't it? With the Z? Now that you said something, it did used to be Cheez-Its. With the Z at the end, guys. Wow. They really wiping our dimension.
Alright, so someone asked if I could talk about the actual...
Alright, y'all. We diving back in to this 13 months I'm trying to figure it out, man. What's the 13-month called? What type of similarities do we have with these 28 days? What type of correlation does it have with the moon? You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to learn these things. Do your own research on everything and don't believe everything you see on these videos. This is strictly for entertainment purposes only. Then hit that like button while you're at it. We got almost 500 people in here. Let's run it up. It's the weekend. Are you feeling good? I mean, the spirit is feeling great. You know, even though the body's healing. I'm here, y'all.
Calendar and the real new year. So first I'm going to start off by telling y'all that there are actually 13 months. And if you pay attention, all of it makes sense. Remember how I told y'all that us and nature are connected? We're all connected. This is what I mean by that. So actually listen to what I'm about to say. The moon cycles every 28 days. And if you pay attention, when a woman is pregnant, they only count her pregnancy every 28 days. And they count by 4 weeks. 4 weeks in this month, 4 weeks in that month. And that's why when you count the weeks, it go by 7, 14, 21, 28. And the reason why I say we actually have 13 months is because if we have 13 months instead of 12, each month will have 28 days. So not only do the moon have a 28-day cycle, but don't us women have a 28-day cycle when it comes to our period? Not only
I was asking y'all about this yesterday because I'm like 28 days. Like this, y'all should be able to what's it called? Predict it. You know what I'm saying? With the 28 days, knowing this in the moon, how do you think they'd be able to predict it? They probably using this and they using the moon. That's just my thoughts on it. Cause it is curious, you know. I think it's kind of tight, you know. Y'all might not be having fun, but how it links up to the moon, something's going on there, and you know the moon is a female.
only that, God calls the moon a her. So the moon itself is represented as a female. So you got the women's.
It's like we talking, y'all. I never seen this before. It's like we talking. I'm telling y'all, man. It's hey, lean not on your own understanding. All praises to the Most High.
Menstrual cycle that's every 28 days, just like the moon cycle is every 28 days. So the moon is represented as a she, and it has a 28-day cycle, just like us females. We have a 28-day cycle. Keep up. I'm trying to show you how we connected to nature. The only month that's actually truthful that we go by is February. That's the only month that actually has 28 days. All those other months, if all those months go to 28 days instead, it will make an extra month that will also have 28 days. So we will have 13 months that all have 28 days, which is actually for the missing month that we are supposed to have. April 1st, which is April Fool's, is symbolic to them fooling you into thinking that January 1st is the actual new year.
Man, too many people saying that, y'all. A lot of people saying it.
But like I told y'all, we are connected to nature. Nature shows us that the real new year is in spring. Nature shows us that the real new year is when the earth starts to come alive again. The trees, the grass, and the flowers begin to blossom and grow back. Our energy is connected to nature. Our energy actually begins to shift with nature also. The new year is actually based off the seasons. And spring is the new season. January is not the new year. This is all some fake stuff that's going on, and they got y'all programmed. Like for real, how could January be the new year and it ain't representing no change? No new life, no.
That's a beautiful point, because in April you see the sun make everything come out, trees blossom, you know, flowers bloom, you know, it's like a new year. It's It adds up, y'all.
No growth.
I was just saying, Tyrone Myers, welcome. Here's your life vest. You're going to need it on these waters. Welcome to the crew. If you guys didn't know, you can become a member now for 99 cents to support the cause.
We are connected to nature. No matter what y'all try to lie about, what lies they put into y'all, or what y'all don't want to believe in, no matter what you want to believe in, we connected to nature regardless of what y'all say. God created us. God created nature. We are supposed to align with each other. 13 months instead of 12 will be exactly 28 days in each month. The first will always be a Monday, and the 28th will always be a Sunday. Every month will have exactly 4 weeks, and we will properly align ourselves with the moon cycle. Moon cycle, 28 days. Menstrual cycle, 28 days. Days of the month, 28 days. September came from an old Roman word.
How easy would it be to keep track of, oh, it's Thursday? Oh, every Thursday is the 18th. Oh, it's Sunday? Oh, it's got to be the 28th. You know what I'm saying? It would be so easy to get caught up. Like, what if every Friday was the 13th? You know, so it's like, you know, is the Friday the 13th really the Friday the 13th now? You know? So it's like, man, the mental gymnastics we got to play just to get some type of truth on these waters.
September, meaning 7, which was originally the 7th month. October came from the Latin and Greek word oct, meaning 8, which was originally the 8th month. November came from the Latin word novem, meaning 9, which was originally the 9th month. December came from the Latin word decem, meaning 10, which was originally the 10th month. So September is actually the 7th month. October is actually the 8th month.
Because if you think about it, October, octopus has how many arms? Y'all know where I'm going with this.
Why do you think they call it an octopus an octopus? Oct stands for 8. An octopus has 8 tentacles. They call it an octopus for a reason. Because it stands for 8 at the beginning. November.
That's that conscious field, man. What else could that be? That's communicating in the conscious field. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, they probably didn't even talk. What people are saying, talking now, or telepathy, back in the day, they didn't even have to do that. It just was a conscious field. They'll look at you and you can already tell what they thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like how I'm able to do that, you know, just be like, octopus 8, then she hit that. That's straight conscious field, y'all. That's tapping into the conscious field.
Is really the 9th month. And December is actually the 10th month. So for us to call September the 9th month, October the 10th month, and so on, that's a bold-faced lie. Because it's not true. What I'm trying to tell y'all is at the end of the day, nature tells us the real time. And God made us the way we are and made nature the way it is for a reason. And we supposed to properly align with nature. Y'all have to realize we didn't have clocks and stuff back then. We followed nature. Nature told us the time. And until this day, nature...
Hold on. She's got a point. If we say she's right, you know what I'm saying? Let's just say we didn't need clocks, like she just said, because nature told time, right? Hold on, Fire Marshal Bill. Let me show you something. Can I get all my members, let me get some Fire Marshal Bills in the chat. That's why I got them. Let me show you something real quick. All right, if we didn't have clocks, right? If we didn't have clocks, right? Then tell me. Oh, let me get this banging. There it is. We didn't have clocks, okay. if we didn't have clocks, some of y'all might know where I'm going with this. Then what is this? It's not a bust down Rolex, I tell you that. It's not a Movado. It's not a Fossil. What is it then? Y'all tell me. Some type of technology. Maybe that was their cell phones. You know, maybe they was Power Ranger. All right, man, I'll be there in a little bit. Beep, beep, beep. All right, I'm coming back to command center. Look, they found one. Or they made it. Someone made it. Oh, I thought that was the real thing. But every picture on this Anunnaki, they got this watch. Well, we think it's a watch, but they could dial into certain frequencies. I don't know. Y'all tell me. I just had to hit that Fire Marshal Bill, y'all. Shout out to everyone that dropped that Fire Marshal Bill. I see y'all. Let's go.
Tells us the time. God made us the way we are for a reason, the same way he made nature the way it is for a reason. So like I always...
All I know about Praveen, I gotta definitely tap into him, but I am familiar with his work. And I've been, he's on the hit list. We got a lot to look at. There's a checkboard of stuff we gotta get into, you know?
Always said, Romans 3 and 4, let God be the truth, and every man a lie.
I wanna hit those, what's it called? They got a lot of crazy structures in India. And Parev, however you say it, forgive me. I'm going to find out the correct way to pronounce it, but he dives in deep on those different Indian structures. Yeah, I wanted to, get into that subject. But yeah, we'll definitely be talking about that in future episodes.
Liar. My guy. Alright, so someone asked...
Peace, family. I put up a video the other day about the 13 months. So we only know of, we did know of only 12 months. So the question was, what was the 13th month? So if you look up at the top, you'll see SOL. SOL, which is soul, is the missing month that is missing from the calendar. And as I said before, if you look on a turtle shell, you'll see in the bigger squares, you'll see 13. And on the outer squares, you'll see the number 28. Every single turtle would have these numbers on the back of their shell. That's because they are connected. Everyone and everything is connected. We have 13 zodiac signs. Everything is connected. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this video in the comments. Hit those 3 buttons over there if you're picking up what I'm putting down. Peace.
The first month, look at there, table of time. Look at all the way to the end, guys. There's 13 months.
1775 Bible proves we observe 13 months.
You had your Gentile calendar approved by Pope Gregory. That's why you call it the Gregorian calendar. This had holidays on it, such as the first day of the Lord, Easter Day, Day of Ascension. Then you had the children of Israel who were going by the moon, and they had their holy days, which you won't find in the Gentile practices, of course.
The 13th month that he's talking about, called Vadar in this book, the holy people called it We Adar, which means and Adar, i.e. the second Adar, or the 13th month. These are the two calendar comparisons. Inside you have the Gregorian calendar, and outside you have the Hebrew calendar, which consisted of 12 months. And that first month is actually Adar. Now, the Adar, or we Adar, only came in a leap year. Number 13 down there.
Hope you guys can believe me when I say both of these calendars are incorrect.
This is why I've said the dates that they are giving us are incorrect. We used to have 13 months, 28 days, 1 day of rest, even in the Bible. So look, we have 13 lunar cycles of 28 days, 13 zodiac signs. Every turtle shell you'll find, 13 sections in the middle, and 28 notches along the side, all to keep us disconnected from these natural cycles of.
There, you guys have a authentic turtle shell. I was trying to find a large ancient turtle shell to see if the days might have changed. That's what I was doing yesterday. That's why I picked up that, one that was like fossilized. But this shows the current one. Because a lot of you was like, man, why'd you pick that turtle shell, Chuck? Man, I told you, I was trying to, get a fossilized one. But anyways.
Of our realm. Listen to David Strait explain it more.
Our calendar is not quite right. We're supposed to have 13 months of 28 days, with one day, the day of resurrection, Easter, as a neutral day. That's our 365 days. We've actually got 13 constellations, not 12. This same calendar is very close to the Mayan calendar, but it's also very close to several ancient Sanskrit calendars. What does sept mean? 7. I thought that was the 9th month. What does oct mean? What does nov mean? What does dec mean? It's supposed to be the 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th month. Jan is 11. Feb is 12.
It is nice and warm, Lori. Thank you. I have 3 turtles. What were their names? I'm watching Jetskichuck videos every night. Show me some love. Let's go, Jessica. Guys, you can become a member for 99 cents. Level up that life vest, y'all.
March is 13. April is our first month. Babies are born in the spring, the 1st of April, Easter. This is the start of our new year. It's the start of spring when the flowers start coming up, the grass starts coming up, the trees start leafing out, the babies are born. That's the first day. Our neutral day, day 1, the day we rest and celebrate the resurrection, the new beginning, the beginning of Christ. April is month 1. And then we lost a month in there. Where is it?
Did you know that a women's menstrual cycle should actually be based off the layout of every single turtle shell? Not only that, but the turtle shell is actually our real calendar. So there are 13 moons or 13 cycles in every single calendar year, and every single turtle on its shell has 13 sections in the middle. Now there are 28.
We have to count a real turtle to confirm that. Don't believe everything you see on these videos. We actually got to find a turtle and count them. That's the only way we're going to find the truth, y'all.
Days in between each moon cycle, and there are 28 sections on the outside of every single turtle shell.
If you multiply this, you get 364 days with 1 day of rest. Now, our ancient ancestors used to follow this calendar because they knew it was in tune with the celestial calendar, which is a clock. If you look at the Hindu depiction of the earth, they used a turtle to hold up the earth. They knew it was in tune with the real celestial calendar. It seems like our predecessors have subtracted a month out of the year to sever the connection with us, the moon, the sun, and the stars. Being in tune with the celestial calendar can elevate your consciousness in ways that most can't even understand. Peace and love.
We used to have 13 months in our calendar, and the turtle reveals this mystery. The original calendar used to have 13 months with 28 days in each month and 1 day for celebration. Turtle shell perfectly reveals this.
Did you hear how he said that it could sever your connection? Like, that kind of hits a little bit, because you could be doing something on the wrong day. You know what I'm saying? And you could really line up something maybe if you did it on the right day. I don't know. That's just my thoughts on it.
Interesting because this extra day lands around March 20th, which would make March 20th the true new year. Which makes sense because it's the spring equinox. It's a time for new beginnings. We made a shift from the lunar calendar to the solar calendar, which is called the Gregorian calendar. This was made for political, economic, and religious reasons, disconnecting humanity from natural rhythms. The lunar calendar was seen as pagan or feminine, which didn't align with the patriarchal systems. But the 13-month calendar makes more sense naturally. This aligns with the cycles of nature, women's menstrual cycles, and the natural order of time. The shift to 12 months disrupted the order and created a calendar that doesn't align with the natural balance of things. The turtle tells the secret, and I think this still impacts us today. We have a loss of connection to natural time and intuition. There's an emphasis on linear time with work weeks and deadlines over the natural, cyclical, and restorative rhythms of the moon. But reconnecting with natural cycles like the moon can help us live more harmoniously. What do you think about the idea of 13 months? Should we return to this system? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to align with the natural cycles of the moon and not this disharmonious Gregorian calendar, and hit that follow button for more harmonious content. Many blessings.
We're supposed to have 13 months of 28 days, with 1 day, the day of resurrection, Easter, as a neutral day. That's our 365 days. What does sept mean?
Frank, with the $10 donation, let's go. I will support you as long as you seek the truth. I was awakened back in 1995. I have so much to tell you, but with off all platforms, you're getting close. I'm trying, brother. I'm trying my best to do on these waters, man. This is strictly for entertainment purposes only. You guys do your own research. Lori has upgraded her membership to a Dark Waters 9 Explorer. Let's go. That is huge. Thank you so much, Lori, for your support.
That I'm about to share. And they know.
Huge shout out to My Lunch Break for creating this next video that ties in. I believe this one might be about the different, I skimmed it a little bit. I didn't watch it, but I skimmed it a little bit. But, you know, I don't want to say the 1,000-year reign. More of, I don't know, our years being thrown off is where I was getting it. So with us missing, supposed to have 13 months, daylight savings time, did they really take 1,000 years from us? What is our current year? What is going on, y'all? Let's see if this answers a little bit of those questions. Again, shout out to My Lunch Break. Go check them out for creating this next video.
No longer have to be buried deep in the archives. And for the beginning of these photos, I want to focus on the main theme. The theme being that the building is completed, and they are simply putting scaffolding around the buildings. In my opinion, they are painting these buildings white so that they look brand new, when in reality, they are old and from the past civilization. Here we are told is the government building in the Philippine Exposition. We can zoom in on these guys, and of course they're not doing anything productive. You would think that they could build a better ladder compared to what they supposedly built right next to them. And again, let's switch over to this one, where we are told that this is a construction photo, when it's clearly completed. The only construction going on here is the scaffolding. Again and again. People just standing there looking so odd. And it almost looks like they just have a kid here. I mean, look at the detail on top of the columns. It's unbelievable. And I believe that I was correct when I said that they were just painting these buildings. They are not constructing anything. Now let's look down here at the bottom right hand side of this photo. It says right here that these are painters and decorators. They are not building anything like the description says for these photos. And they needed a place to live on site because they were painting all of these old world buildings. They were going to be there for a while. The buildings lasted forever. The paint did not. So they needed to get a fresh coat of paint on there. But when you look at the description of the photo, it says that it's a photo during its construction. So they are clearly lying. Painting is not constructing. It's painting. Two different, completely separate jobs. So these are all from the St. Louis World's Fair that we showed in the intro. The dates are from 1803, not 1903. And it had a mud flood that ripped through the interior of these buildings. So let's take a look at this building from St. Louis. And this is founded and renamed the Varied Industries Building. This is another completion photo that they're trying to say is a construction photo. And I want to zoom in on the top of this building. Can you believe the tech that is on the top of this thing? It's incredible. We have shown the airships in episode 48 and how they connected these flying crafts to the top of these buildings and used them as charging docks. And to be clear, I don't think that the past civilization was limited to just these airships that we have photos of. I think that they had much more powerful vehicles. But let's get back to these photos. Skeptics have said these buildings were just made of wood and very easily constructed, and then that's why they knocked them down. No. The only wood that was being used in this project is for the scaffolding, to paint the old world buildings white. The lumber is for the scaffolding, not the actual building. Let's make that very clear. If you've ever gone to one of these buildings, the pillars are pure marble. They're not wood. You can use the Field Museum as an example, located in Chicago.
I didn't know that. The pillar in the Field Museum is pure marble? I gotta go check it out again and take a double look at it. Best believe we're gonna go live when I do.
Now here we have another incredible construction photo, where for some reason, there isn't much construction going on, just a building with more scaffolding. So
hold the phone, hippie Chi with the $4.99. Hey, thank you for the fun knowledge. I appreciate it. Turtle Shell Month, etc. Info is cool. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. Thank you for the $4.99. Try to keep it interesting. If you guys want drop in the comments now what you guys want tomorrow's live to be about. What deep dive would you like to see tomorrow? So you guys can start conversating and we can come out what we're going to do tomorrow. But I'm glad you found this interesting. I do too.
So my question is, how have they gotten away with this nonsense for so long? That is not construction. I can clearly see that the building is done. Just because someone put a ladder in front of it doesn't mean this is being constructed. This is the process that painters use. Any painter will confirm this. And also imagine carrying these materials up that scaffolding. If this was really a construction photo, it would be impossible and very embarrassing because nobody would be able to do it. Does anyone see a crane anywhere? No. Once you know, you know. You don't go back to believing in the lies because they are ridiculous. We have more tech in the background here. There are two of them actually. And here we have a bunch of people that found this building. Let's take a second and look at the size of this thing. This was the Palace of Electricity. Could you imagine this being constructed today? This thing is unbelievable. And remember, there were so many of these buildings being thrown together in like 2 years supposedly, at the same exact time. Oh, and they are all dated 1803, not 1903. And
it says 1803, but was that an I instead of a 1? And was it possibly 803?
what happened to the Palace of Electricity? We were told that these buildings were practically worthless, and they ended up in dump sites because they were just made of wood, right? The problem with that is that they are contradicting themselves. The Missouri History Museum states that the construction for the Palace of Electricity and Machinery costed them $412,000, which is the equivalent to $11.48 million today in 2023. So it's practically worthless, or is it 11.4 million? This is the kind of stuff that makes me fully trust the mainstream narrative. I love just knowing deep down that they would never lie to us. It's just really nice to know. I love that they provide us with full logistical details. They never contradict themselves. They go that extra mile to make sure that...
Real quick, if you guys look at this scaffolding, I'm trying to remember the name. It was like Barcelona, the giant castle in Barcelona. Let me pull it up really quick because they got the same scaffolding. I'm not going to pull it up, but they got the same scaffolding just like this. So it's like whenever we see like these ancient structures, they quick to put some old scaffolding, bamboo around it to try to, reverse engineer it. But the reality is there's nothing they can do with it besides try to destroy it.
What we are being told is exactly what happened. Oh, they don't do any of that? No. They don't do any of that. Literally none of it. The title states that this is the Iowa State Pavilion construction. And if you just shut your eyes right now, you can clearly see them right there laying the cornerstone. Okay, you can open your eyes now. This is the master builder down here. And those guys up there were also fully trained on how to build massive palaces. In fact, they are admittedly self-trained, getting a lot of their architecture designs and ideas from working on Abe Lincoln's house. As you can see, they were very busy workers. They got that building done in less than 2 years, ready for the world to see.
But the question is where did the people go that actually created this building? It's the elephant in the room. The people that actually made this building, what happened to them? And why are all these buildings empty when they arrived? Is the giant question. Drop your thoughts in the comments below.
Temporarily, of course, before knocking it down, so that nobody would ever see it again. And we can't forget to mention that they have painters actually painting this building. 4 of them to be exact. Proving again that these are not construction photos. They are painting photos. And over on the right-hand side of this photo, we can clearly see a construction process happening, putting the scaffolding together with perfection. Just look at that scaffolding architecture. Okay, I'll be done with the sarcasm for today. The mainstream narrative is so ridiculous. It's really hard to not make fun of it at this point. And then we have more painters. He's got his paintbrush in his hand and the paint right there on the scaffolding. So it's pretty clear at this point that these are no longer allowed to be considered construction photos for anyone that ever had a doubt in their mind. Now he's holding up a hat, and that hat says something on it. I wish I knew what it said. Comment below what you think that hat says. All answers are accepted. The guy next to him is also wearing a top hat, which is, of course, if you're going for the productive painter / I still want my style points look, very common for the 1900s. Very impressive. And here we have the United States Fisheries Building during its completion. But I'm going to zoom in on this building on the right-hand side because it's very strange. And we have these creatures' faces on the side of this building with writing here as well. I can't see exactly what it says, but
I heard somewhere angels help build them. Chuck, it was called the Trail of Tears. What up, Diane? You late to the party. Make sure you guys have that bell notified. So when I go live, go to the bell icon and turn notifications on. So when I do go live, you get notified. But I'm trying to keep the consistent schedule. I go live in between 6, 8 o'clock p.m. every day. Your boy's working hard, y'all.
But it definitely doesn't say fisheries building. And then we can see more painters up here on the left-hand side. And here we have a modern fisheries building. Built by us, of course, which won't last forever, unfortunately, because that's the way we construct things.
And my second channel. I have a second channel. I do videos every single day. So I go live every single day, and I post on this channel episodes every single day. I just put it in the comments. Be sure you like and subscribe.
So here we have a fisheries building that is designed by the Greek gods. And we are told that this is a separation of 100 years. But we are evolving and advancing, when in all honesty, that's the complete opposite. More and more people are realizing that the mainstream history that is written down by some random individual that was never even there and is being told what to write is a joke. Anyone that is seriously backing the regurgitated nonsense at this point and is serious about it should be very careful what they hope and believe in, because I have a lot more on the way that is going to rip their history books apart.
They're hiding the true answer to this question from us.
All right. That was a TikTok by My Lunch Break. Someone else made it, but I instantly recognized the voice. I'm like, that's My Lunch Break. They do Mind Unveil a lot too. You know, a lot of people, you know, they support them, you know, but they make videos out of them, and I instantly recognize them, you know, because I watch so much of them. But let's continue going, guys. This isn't over.
How is it that people who used horses and buggies constructed gigantic, intricate buildings like these? They allegedly only used hammers, manual saws, and basic tools. Does that make any sense to you? Look at these grand structures and ask yourself, how could they achieve all this with such primitive methods? It makes you wonder if our historical timeline is accurate or completely fabricated to hide something. It gets even scarier. What if the dates on these buildings are wrong? Imagine if that number 1 wasn't a 1 at all. Our history could be off by 1,000 years. This brings us to who could have built these intricate structures.
Did you guys just hear that? All the buildings that say founded in 1908, 1903, 1803. Are you sure that's a 1 in front of it? You know? Because I'm under the impression, for entertainment purposes only, they took 1,000 years from us. You know? Or they just added it on. They just added 1,000 years out of nowhere. It's one or the other.
It gets even scarier. What if the dates on these buildings are wrong? Imagine if that number 1 wasn't a 1 at all. Our history could be off by 1,000 years. This brings us to who could have built these intricate structures. Have you ever heard of Tartaria? Tartaria is a colossal empire that conveniently gets left out of mainstream history. But you can never truly erase history, as many references can be found in old maps and documents. Tartaria was a highly advanced civilization with technology and knowledge far beyond what we can imagine. They have even been credited to have built the Great Wall of China and many of these intricate buildings pictured earlier. Could Tartaria be the missing link that explains these architectural marvels and historical anomalies?
The mud flood cloud seeding.
What's good, family?
Hold the phone, I missed it. Frank with a $20 donation. Thanks, brother, for reading my donation. We'll talk soon enough. Happy New Year. Yes, Frank, hit me up on Facebook. If you guys want to talk or send me something, right now, Facebook is probably the best way to do that. So if you guys want to talk, if I got some time, I'll jump on there, try to quick respond. It's a lot, but I'm gonna do my best, y'all, because, you know, I really appreciate you guys, and, you know, we like family, and I'm genuinely interested in what you have to say. You know, y'all be putting me on. You guys are incredibly intelligent, you know, and I thank you for helping me on these waters. I can't do it by myself.
So I was researching what could have caused the mud flood. One theory I came up with was cloud seeding. Did the previous civilization master cloud seeding like they mastered free energy or electricity? If the technology is possible, do you think the mud flood happened because of man's doing? Check out this picture, family. This is a cloud seeding machine in use during the 1800s. As you can see, the people of that time knew about cloud seeding technology. The question is, did they find it or did they invent it? Check out this video of this cloud machine in use.
The first thing that comes to mind is that damn fog that's going on, man, right now. Did they do this in the ancient times? There's no way. Maybe it was for a different purpose. Maybe it was for strictly creating rain, not for making us sick like how we are now. You know, because your boy got the sniffles right now. Throat sore right now. You know?
It's pretty violent. Can't hardly hold the camera still. Film it up there. You can hear the plume flying up. Disrupt the cloud pattern.
That cloud seeding, y'all. Is that real? What do you think? Drop your thoughts below. If you guys haven't hit that like and subscribe button yet, go ahead, because we got a giant journey ahead of us. Lots of stuff to dive into in the future. Drop in the comments what you guys want tomorrow's live to be about as we dive in deep. I'll do my best to try to start a little bit earlier since it's Saturday. We'll go a little bit longer. Be expecting around 6 p.m. time. Code word is 13 months. Drop 13 months as a code word if you made it this far. Huge shout out to Hippie Chi for the $4 donation, Evans for the donation, Frank for the donations, multiple donations. If you guys have content you want to send me, the best way to do it is on Facebook. Again, if you haven't already, be sure you check out my new channel, Dark Waters 9. It is in the comments. And I wanted to thank you guys for joining me on this episode. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. And yeah, we do this every single day. So don't miss an episode. Hit that bell icon. Turn notifications to all. Same thing with Dark Waters 9. We're going hard. I got some stuff, some juicy stuff we're going to talk about soon. But until then, love you guys. God bless. Have a good one. And I hope you all, that ours feeling under the weather. I pray that you all feel better. Peace.